Hello everyone, back again with movie and tune recap. Today, I'm going to explain a Canadian horror film from 2017, titled The Child Remain. Spoilers ahead, so watch out and take care. In 1973, at the Mercy Home for Unwed Mothers, a young woman named Faith is restrained to a bed as she goes into labor. She loses consciousness during childbirth, and when she wakes up, she finds the other women praying. Midwife Rose Leeds tells Faith that her baby did not survive. However, Faith can hear the baby crying and begs Rose to let her see the child, but instead, Rose slaps Faith. She then injects her with a lethal substance, and with her last breath, Faith curses Rose before dying. Meanwhile, Rose secretly gives Faith's newborn to her brother Talbot, instructing him to bury the baby alive in the woods. However, before Talbot can complete the burial, an unseen force attacks him. In 2015, musician Liam Darrow takes his pregnant wife, Ray Delatour, a crime reporter recovering from PTSD, to the Mersey Inn, the former maternity home, for a birthday getaway. While exploring the seemingly empty inn, Ray touches an old Bible that once belonged to Rose, triggering a disturbing vision. Shortly afterward, they are greeted by Monica Leeds, Rose's daughter, who now runs the inn, and she warmly welcomes them as her only guests. Monica leads Liam and Ray to their room, and unbeknownst to them, is the same room where Faith was murdered years ago. As they settle in, something unseen grabs Ray's leg from under the bed. When she looks underneath, there's nothing there. Liam dismisses her fears, attributing them to her PTSD, which frustrates Ray. Wanting some fresh air to clear her mind, she decides to take a walk in the nearby woods. While exploring alone, Ray encounters Talbot, who now works as Monica's groundskeeper, and he cryptically warns her to stay away from a barbed wire section off the trail. As she continues her walk, she begins to experience disturbing visions, glimpses of Faith, a crying baby, and a blood-stained door. Back at the inn, Liam hears the faint sound of a child's voice leading him to a room, and inside, he discovers a marionette and a mysterious box. He decides to set up his keyboard and recording equipment there, hoping the space will inspire his music. Shortly after, Monica enters and tells him about the antique device in the room, a ghost box, supposedly used to communicate with spirits. Monica then reveals that she recognized Liam when he checked in. Handing him a torn page from the guest ledger, she exposes the fact that he previously stayed at the inn with his mistress, Amy. Liam admits his past mistakes but insists that he loves his wife, and Monica agrees to keep his secret from Ray. Despite Talbot's warning, Ray decides to approach the barbed wire area, and there, she has another chilling encounter with Faith's ghost, who appears to be trying to communicate something to her. That night during dinner, Ray tells Liam and Monica about her experience and asks about the inn's history. Monica explains that it used to be a private sanctuary for unwed mothers, run by her mother, Rose. She adds that while there are photographs of the babies born there, the mothers were always hidden, given pseudonyms to protect them from societal shame. When Ray and Liam return to their room, they discover an old journal placed in their room, and strangely, all of its pages are blank. As the night progresses, eerie occurrences begin. The ghost box in the other room starts to glow, and the faint voices of children echo through the inn. That night, Ray has terrifying nightmares of a crime scene, and while trying to calm herself after waking up, she noticed their bedroom door slowly creaking open. Stepping outside, she spots a trail of coins leading upstairs, which she follows. She finds the marionette from earlier and is suddenly hit with a vivid vision of Faith's brutal death. However, she abruptly wakes up, realizing it was all part of a nightmare. The next day, hoping to clear their minds, the couple heads into town to explore. Ray confesses to Liam that she feels as though her PTSD is somehow linked to the house. Though Liam reassures her that he hasn't noticed anything strange, he's hiding the fact that he has. Meanwhile, back at the inn, Talbot digs up a small child's coffin, and when Monica tells him where to place it, he responds that it won't stay buried. While exploring the town library, Ray stumbles upon a book that immediately catches her attention. Inside, she discovers an old newspaper article exposing a dark history of abuse and child murders at the former maternity home. She asks the librarian for more details, but the woman claims to have no further information, and frustrated, Ray and Liam leave. As they walk back, Liam urges Ray to let go of her journalistic instincts and enjoy their getaway, but she refuses. Determined to uncover the truth, Ray goes online to dig deeper into the mysterious child deaths and the conspiracy surrounding the Mersey Inn. Meanwhile, Liam plays back recordings from his equipment, and to his shock, he hears a ghostly but beautiful piano melody, one that he never played. Later, Ray pulls Liam outside into the woods, insisting that her visions mean something and that she must uncover what truly happened there. Unbeknownst to them, the town librarian calls Monica, warning her that Ray is investigating the inn's dark past, and in response, Monica begins researching Ray's background, specifically her PTSD. Determined to capture proof, Ray ventures into the barbed wire area with her camera, while Liam keeps watch. After a long walk, she stumbles upon a makeshift children's graveyard, surrounded by old dolls, some eerily hanging from trees. As she begins taking photographs, she notices blood seeping from one of the dolls, and suddenly, a baby's hand bursts out from the ground and grabs her. Terrified, Ray breaks free but loses her way back to Liam, and just as panic sets in, she is confronted by Talbot. He warns her once again to stay away from the potter's field before leading her back to safety. That night during dinner, Ray confronts Monica about the dark past of the inn. Tension escalates quickly, leading to a confrontational conversation between the two women, as Monica becomes defensive about her family's history. Meanwhile, in his dimly lit shed, Talbot is seen carefully constructing a small coffin, and inside the inn, Monica injects herself with a syringe that contained blood. That night, a violent thunderstorm rages outside, and unable to sleep, Ray suddenly notices the old journal opening by itself. Curious, she holds a page up to the candlelight and makes a shocking discovery: the seemingly blank journal was actually written in lemon juice. As the hidden words appear, Ray realizes it was written by Faith, whose real name was Rachel Elizabeth Morgan. The journal reveals horrifying secrets. Rose Leeds systematically murdered minority babies who couldn't be sold for adoption, along with committing other atrocities within the maternity home. Meanwhile, in the music room, Liam freezes when he sees the marionette now sitting at his keyboard. A ghostly voice whispers from the ghost box, and when he turns toward the mirror, he finds the word Simon says written in blood. Ray's reading is abruptly interrupted by the sound of Liam feverishly playing the piano. When she goes to check on him, she finds him in a manic state, obsessively composing music. As if overcome by madness, Liam begins to lash out. He vents his frustration about their troubled marriage, his failing career, and his growing resentment. Ray returns to reading the journal, and later Liam eventually regains some composure. Realizing he had lost control, he apologizes and suggests they leave the inn. However, Ray insists she needs just one more day. The next morning, while Liam covers for her, Ray sneaks into town alone to meet with Sergeant Grist at the police station.